Yeah, thanks for our fans for coming out. Obviously, another great crowd and sold out, so it's exciting to be around. I thought our team did a really nice job just kind of managing our game. I think we had a season low 3 hitting errors on the match, and our blocking did a really good job. They obviously were struggling without their setters and couldn't pass the ball very well, so we took advantage of that and played really well.
Questions? Saige or Molly, I don't know if wake-up call is the correct word, but how would you describe the response since the Iowa State lost tonight and also the West Virginia match?
I go. I think that a loss like that is always something that wakes you up a little bit, but I think we've always been working towards our big goal at the end of the season. So if that includes a loss down the road, hopefully that makes us better, and we're still working to reach that ultimate goal. I mean, it's not fun to lose, so I think that does put a little fire under you. So I think we took it, and the last 2 games have performed at a high level, and we just want to keep doing that.
I think we asked, we talked to you about this before, but you said the rankings don't matter. Does that still count when you're number 2 as opposed to number 1?
I mean, it really just matters what we end up at the end of the season. So it's always fun to be number 1, obviously, but in the end, we're looking for top 4 to host at home, and then down the road, just getting that involved.
Jerritt, complacency is the big sign of enemy for great teams. How do you keep that faucet on? Because people are gunning for you guys, and you sometimes they can sneak up on you like Iowa State did.
Correct. I think for us it's been a concentration battle, and we've had elite level practices day in and day out. So I've been really proud of the way that this team has performed in the training gym. We let some sets get away throughout the conference when we were up big and some timeouts. So we addressed that. I think they're aware of that. They have a lot of pride of what they want to do, and they've got some big goals, and we only have, I think, 7 more matches before the tournament.
Is it too simplistic to say sometimes great teams can get bored? Because success is coming rapidly for you guys, even though you duplicate work.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest battle, right? There's a lot of things that athletes go through at the collegiate level. There are exams, and there's travel, and there's winning, and sometimes when you don't have that sting of losing and what that feels like, it's a lot easier to get complacent. And I think they felt that. I know that our staff did, and they are very proudful. So, I think we've addressed it. I think they're taking responsibility for it, and that's what great teams do.
Saige, what were your conversations like on that trip back from Ames? You feel that first sting of defeat after 14 wins. How did you respond the last couple of games?
I mean, obviously, it's like they both said, it's not great to lose. Everybody kind of lived in that moment of what it felt like to lose, and I think we kind of carried that into the practice gym the next day. Like Molly said, and like Jerritt said, it really lit a fire under us to really get moving and to fix the small things. And kind of since then, it's been very intentional, the work that we're putting into the gym. Everyone's super determined not to let that happen again, and I mean, we can only learn from our mistakes now and fix that, and we've done a great job of doing that.
What kind of confidence then, bouncing back the way you guys have the last couple of matches since that loss, what do you think you've learned confidence-wise about the team?
I think we've all kind of built trust in each other, and we've all kind of learned to never be satisfied with where we're at this current moment. Every day we go into the gym, we can always find one thing to get better at. Molly and I have been working really hard in the gym with our connection and building trust between that, and everybody's kind of working on their relationships between one another to make sure that when we step out on the court again, there's no lack of trust. We all know what we need to do. We're going to do our jobs, and we're going to do them well. So I think we're all pretty confident in each other, and we continue to work on that every day.
And Coach, was there anything clean from last game against Tech that was noticeable this game?
Well, they just didn't have their full lineup tonight. They were struggling. I know that they had some players that were sick, and they're without a real setter in there that's consistent. It makes it really difficult.
Molly, the leadership on this team, you guys have been through the wars. How important is that when you have a bump in the road like Iowa State, that you have people that have been to the top of that mountain?
Yeah, it's super important. I mean, you can take a loss one of 2 ways. You can let it defeat you or let it make you better. So I think that since we've had a lot of experience and a lot of people on this team have been to a national championship, a Final Four, one's won a national championship, I think that's really helpful that whenever something like that happens, we can bounce back from that from a lot of experience and leadership.
Saige, I think you're the only one that didn't hit over 300 tonight. What's it like setting this offense, and just how efficient is this offense at this moment?
We have so many options on the court. We have options out of the bag. We always have 3 hitters up, or we always have 3 hitters in our rotation. It's nice to have so many options, but at the same time, it gets kind of hard sometimes because when everyone's doing well, like, who do you set, you know? You want everyone to feel good. You want to give everybody the ball. But at the same time, we want to have a really efficient offense, and we've kind of done a good job of getting ourselves in system to be able to run that. So, I mean, whoever's lucky enough to get it, they always terminate. So, I mean, I trust my hitters. I feel like they trust me, and that's all that matters.
Jerritt, I guess Kayla's fully helping and contributing. What does she bring to this?
Well, we've been wanting to get our middle in more production. So between Asia and her now, we're getting a lot more sets to the middle. We'd like to get about 5 or 6 per set. And you saw tonight we made a concerted effort to get Molly a little bit more involved. And so if we can get our middles and right side going, we obviously have some elite left side hitters, but it balances it a lot more and it makes it more difficult. And then obviously our hitting efficiency can go up. So Kayla brings a lot to the table. She's very efficient in front. She brings a lot of experience, and most importantly, her box really improved.
No practice-wise, or what's the plan, but this is a quick turnaround for Friday. How do you handle this with your team?
Yeah, I told them this week that this is very similar to what the regionals are going to be in a month. You're going to play one match, you're going to get a day off, and then we're going to play again. So this is that opportunity to kind of go through that routine. It's going to be a little bit more challenging for us because we jump on a plane tomorrow afternoon and have to take care of the team on the road. But great opportunity for us. I think the more that stressful situations, the greater environments that we can put them in. They need this. They rise to those challenges, and we'll have a good team ready for us on Friday night.